moving on. We have Vulkan by PlexifyGD. Very orange. Okay, this is a completely different take on the space theme. Wow, this one looks like a desktop background. Love the shades used here. Sick transition, very dynamic how everything splits up. It becomes very unpredictable with that. Man, so much going on. We have this space station. We have overlays on top of the icon. Super sick. I love that shader too. This thing looks amazing. Just to transition out, very smooth. We have this distorted black and white transition that inverts a few times, and then boom, we are back off into the wild. So many different layers in the background. Going into a cave here, very seamless. I love the layers involved with that. How it comes together, I think you can maybe see behind this cave, like very briefly right here, but still works super well. You can see how the rocks have been used to texture it. Looks super sick, all in motion. And all of the gameplay seems very, very emphatic. I think that's really awesome. Love that transition with the ship. Ship goes up and we jump out and we land on this platform, kind of roll out. And look at the burst of color you get from this level. Like, that is such a satisfying gradient going up. The ship fades out. You can't see the layers in it, but it's okay. You can't see that in motion. You go through and just look at how much goes on as soon as you land in here. We have this boss shoot a bullet at the block, blow it up with an amazing animation that stays on fire. Just such a cool transition into the level. Makes the boss feel so important. It's just, again, as I said, just unpredictable how quickly all of the layers move apart. And the song really fits in there too. I think that's really sick. Really nice. I love the hexagons in the background straight away. That's like a really nice texture to have in a space-themed level, in my opinion. It works super well. I love this tunnel theme with the amount of different layers in the bricks there. Wow! That looks super cool in the background there. The layering looked so impressive, and the perspectives on all of these objects are really fantastic. Going through hoops here, consuming me with different layers of those objects. Gameplay is very, very, very well refined. Love the color scheme in this level, how the orange makes it feel so intense going through here, like the red and black style. Love the emphasis on certain orbs going through. Oh, there's so many layers to this design that kind of piece together on going through. Look how bouncy this design is. I love that. There's so much energy that is being converted from those movements. Oh, the orb going out of that section. I did not mean to make that noise, but that was really satisfying. Love the fact that this camera is jumping between different elements. It actually feels really natural playing through. And you see part of the background scale up and consume the level. Love that. This is so sick. The electricity looks great, matches well with the glow. I love how the level is kind of desaturated, and then this electricity is so saturated and it's bright and it consumes the rest, and it really stands out against those blocks. And then you land on this planet. Wow, this is ridiculous. What on earth is even happening? I have to hit these orbs, I'm assuming, going through. This is a little bit harder to read because the camera is a little bit more jumpy here. My goodness, but this is really satisfying. Love the explosions. Love the fact that we're very evidently on a planet, and you can see the space in the background, which definitely justifies us being in the space gauntlet. You can just see like a little sky in the background, but now we're actually in the sky. The sky. This is so cool. Love how the level is being destroyed by that beast that we just saw on the screen, and that we're transitioning through different parts of the ship and different objects. So cool. This gameplay is really well set out. I feel like the camera might be a little bit too low at times. It could maybe zoom out in certain parts like that, just to add emphasis to the flying or ascension, you know? Okay, black screen. What is happening here? Oh, that's the end. Wait, no, this isn't an end screen. What? Yo. Dude, that actually caught me off guard for a second. Okay. We're breaking the end screen with this boss. Oh, this is ridiculous. What a cool level to have in the space gauntlet, huh? Okay. Oh man, look at the detail that's in this. My goodness, this is so energetic. What on earth? We have like a constant chromatic aberration over the top of this. Was that the whole stretch of gameplay? Dude, this is crazy. We're breaking the end. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. And we're throwing up the bricks for the end screen. That is so cool. What an ending. I feel like I'm going to struggle to beat this one. It's very long. It has many different sections. Some parts are quite understated in the gameplay gimmicks, but they make you get used to it during the part. So if I can just get through the transitions, it'll be good. This is so impressive. I really love how this section looks. I have no idea what I just died to, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to get used to the ridiculous aspect of these levels. I love how you're mixing in the saws and the giant kind of space station looking blocks. Oh, wow. This is just so cool. It goes so well with the song, I have to say. Love the perspective shift as I'm playing. Man, this is so insane to play. Okay, gotta press that. Noted, noted. This is the first one I've been playing that actually kind of feels like a demon, not gonna lie. Oh, I just took a different path that time. What on earth? Dude, that's such a cool free fly section. Okay, we're going through. This part is so cool. I really like how when the song breaks down, we have the actual blocks breaking down and moving and actually matching the feel of the song. I feel like this level excels in the exploration aspect, also the feel of it. This is just a path that I went through. Okay, I understand. Let's see if I can get this part right this time. I love the fact that you leave that building and it shrinks behind you. I'm struggling to figure out where to go, especially in the stress of normal mode sometimes. This is actually insane. Where am I going? Oh. Okay, we're transitioning into this planet new mission. Okay, I'm so dead here. There's no way. That's so ridiculous. The big glow stretch as we hit that orb is so cool, dude. Okay, let's see if I can actually do the mission this time. This just feels so wild. Like, look at the amount of detail that is in that, like, half a second frame. Okay, can I do this? Yes, I can. So just click when there's a giant circle on the screen. That is so hard to see. I will stand on that. Okay, I have to go back into practice. This is definitely the hardest level I have seen in the gauntlet so far. I feel like this is a demon. I don't feel like this is a 9-star in the slightest. It's so long. There's so many aspects that you do have to be aware of, like the lasers that shoot saw blades at you. I think it just takes more than one practice run to really comprehend the entire scale of the level. I think it's a fascinating level, don't get me wrong. I am super enamored with how it feels. You go through and you get the idea of the whole space environment. And then, after this whole section, you get this huge preparation to go off onto a mission. Like, this part feels so intense. I'm a big fan of the speed lines and everything and how well it builds itself up, but there's parts like that. Like, do you jump into that portal or do you not? I don't know. I think this level does a great job in feeling absolutely huge. Like, there's just something about it that just feels absolutely grand. I think it's the amount that they packed into the first half of the level. It's actually ridiculous how you get set up to go on a mission, which is a complete other planet with a different background. You can see space. You transition between so many different stations in the beginning, and then the level just doesn't end there. It sends you out of the stations themselves and into the world, which is actually a really cool aspect of the level, but it's so hard. It's actually so ridiculous to comprehend some of the gameplay that this level throws at you. Super fast paced, especially because these orbs aren't really normal looking, like they're toggle orbs and stuff. The screen is constantly shifting from right to left. I feel like I'm clicking these orbs and I just don't press them. So the first half, at least to me, is put together insanely well. The sequencing is absolutely unbelievable, going from part to part, and then having this mission in the midst of things. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe this level has managed to pull it off to in the way that it did, you know? It really did not have to go this far. And I think it's just insanely cool to experience going through. This part is absolutely wild. I might have to shut up. Yeah, I can't speak and play it at the same time. To me, that's like the ultimate climax of the level. It's the fastest paced gameplay. It's got the boss fight that feels the most natural while building from the energy that the previous gameplay part had. Obviously, you've seen the twist in the level. That is the fact that the level ends and then you see another boss fight. To me, there's just something about that doesn't feel as masterful as the rest. Like, this is an absolute masterclass in camera control, right? It builds tension so well, so then when you remove the tension and then throw the player back into another boss fight, it's hard to pick up where you left off. I just think this level flows best naturally when there's no break, even though the end screen breaking is really cool. I thought I was gonna die from that orb. That would have been crazy. I would have been so mad. Dude, this last boss fight is so stressful, and there's something about it that feels a little bit different to the rest. I don't know if it's because the blocks are less immersive playing through it, but that is the journey to the fake end screen right here, which is kind of insane. I might shut up because I really don't want to die at this point. I've spent so long on this level already. It's just ridiculous. Come on, please let me just get through this ending. This ending is super intense and I can't really tell what's happening with the gameplay. I love the sequence to bring the boss back to life and how the song comes back in, but I really just don't want to die here, so I just gotta lock in. Thank goodness. What a fantastic level, I have to say. It's a wonderful experience to go through each section. 55 attempts, but it took me over half an hour. That's insane.